In this video we're going to show the new slider control in the dialog component. So let's go here and we're creating a new dialog, and let's put some controls on the dialog. So I'll go here and I'll choose say a field called say movie name, and then rating, which I'll make into a numeric field. So if I go now and look at the dialog, I can see it looks like this. So now let's go to this rating, which is currently a text box, and change it from a text box into a slider. So I could also have just gone to the dialog controls here and put a slider on from the get-go, but I can also change the control after it's already been placed on the screen. So now if I go and look at working preview, what I see is a movie name now and a rating. So the slider is still bound to a variable called rating. It's just another way of displaying the data in that control value. So if I were to now go to say define controls and put a submit button on, and then go to server-side code, and then in the on dialog, after dialog validate, go here and put in say debug 1 to see what's going on when I hit the submit button. So I'm going to go there now and then hit the so I'll go here and type movie ABC and then hit the submit button, and then look at e.data submitted. I see that we submitted a movie name of ABC and a rating of 47. So by moving the slider, it's just as if we had typed the value of 47 into the control. So now let's go back and look at some of the properties of the slider. So first, you can see here that if I go to the slider and I give it a default value, say of 3, then when the slider is initially displayed, the actual slider will be at the position for 3. Now I can go here and choose the minimum and maximum value for the slider. So I'll say that the value can go between 1 and let's go here and say 5. So now when I go over to working preview, I can see that the slider position is over there, which is the value of 3, and I can move the slider now from one value to the next value. So next I'm going to go now and turn on the slider's show message property, and then I'm going to go now and define the slider message. So we'll bring up the builder, and I can go here and I can say movie rating is, and then I'll just pick value as the placeholder. So the other available placeholders are min and max, which would be the minimum value on the slider and the maximum value on the slider. So now let's go back to working preview, and you can see that as I move it, it tells me what the movie rating is. And I can also move by putting my mouse over there and clicking and then pushing on this bar. So there's two ways to actually move the slider, but you can see that as I move it now, we're updating our message over there. So let's go back again now to design mode and look at some of the other properties of the slider control. So another property of a slider is toValue, which indicates that the slider is going to actually have two endpoints that allow me to set a starting and ending value. So we'll talk about that next. And then over here you can see we can specify whether the message shows above or below the slider. And then finally we've got some JavaScript functions, event handlers that we can define. So we can define an event handler that gets called when the value in the slider gets changed, and also when the user is moving the slider from one position to another position. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video.